my sister and I used to go to abandoned homes, like broken down homes. And like, I would meet homeless people in there. I'm like, there's a homeless man underneath the stairs. And I fell through the floor and I crawled through the window. Like in Greece, I remember crawling through the window of this like old abandoned house. And there was like teachers' books all over the floor around the toilet and garlic hanging. And my sister and I would roam these houses that like people used to live in. And we did this all the time. And I looked at Joe and I said, did you do that? He goes, honey, no, you know what we would do? He said, we would go to like new construction sites that they were building. I said, oh, you did the rich kid stuff. You did the rich kid version, you know? And he was like, yeah, I think we did. I did the poor kid stuff. I was like, let's go to this abandoned house where the witches used to brew. Like, you know, and I was like, they're building this new bathroom. I'm like, there's poo in the bathroom I just went in. So like,
and I'm not sure where it's from.
I'm not sure.
How long it's been there.
We did. We came from very different homes.
Yeah.
But it's more important for us to nurture this home and the culture of our home than it is to live in the culture of our past.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
Hi, welcome to Simply 1%. I'm Wendolyn Pascal, a life development coach who helps people better understand themselves and others through the framework of motivational gifts. And my co-host is Meredith Richards, a licensed marriage and family therapist and communication coach. We're just two people who don't have life completely figured out. What we have gained is perspective along the way through giving ourselves grace and extending that grace to others. We're here to encourage those 1% shifts that over time can lead to meaningful transformation. Maybe that's through asking better questions. Maybe that's laughing at ourselves when we need to. Maybe that's taking ownership or simply seeing things through a different lens. That journey looks different for everyone, but we're here for it. So grab your cup of coffee, fold your laundry, go for your walk, or let us be your passenger on your way to work and get ready for what feels like a free therapy session in every episode. And one more thing, if you're listening to us on one of our other platforms, we would love for you to join us on YouTube. That's where we're putting most of our energy these days. And if you like the conversation that you hear today, hit subscribe and come hang out. All right, let's get into this simply 1% at a time.
Welcome back to Simply 1%. We have something very special for you today. Wendolyn and Joe are back together, but guess what? Now I get to ask the questions. Here I am. One of the most beautiful parts of any relationship is continuing to be curious. And I have to say this for Wendolyn and Joe, not only are they continuously curious about one another, they are about their own individual selves and being parents, just understanding the world entirely, which is one of the main reasons I love hanging out with them so much. And now we all get to do it together. So are you guys ready for this?
Yeah, we're raw dogging this. I don't know what she's going to ask. Neither does Joe. Joe hates that.
And I love that. Be as uncomfortable as possible. I love it. That's how we have growth and grow confidence, Joe.
I'm not looking to grow.
That's not true. That's ridiculous.
But that's why I can say it, because it's not.
It's
true.
not
Yeah.
true.
No,
This
not
means constantly growing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have some fun ones for you guys first.
Okay.
So if Wendolyn disappeared for 24 hours, where would you look for her?
We did do this question.
I know, but
okay. Go ahead.
We didn't do this one, but
you did this a long time ago on our Instagram.
We
You
did
guys just did it
record
with
it.
each other. You did not record it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Goodwill.
Digging through the used things.
Yep. I thought I was gonna have to come looking for you there last week.
That's true.
I was like, man, how long has she been?
Sometimes I turn off my 360 when I just driving by Goodwill. I'm like, why not? Why? There may be a treasure waiting for me.
They're always saying.
I just, I don't know why. Remember that time, Meredith? I tried to, Meredith and I went Goodwilling, and I waited. I thought, okay, the doors are closed. Joe's not going to see us. Let's just sneak everything in. And I had like a dresser. I had a bunch of, I had all those tables.
It was full.
Folded tables. So I started like running in the garage with all this stuff, and I see Joe looking up inside. So
He's like, there is a camera.
he's like, Wendolyn. And I'm like, okay. He's like, why would you even hide that from me? I'm like,
Exactly.
it's because of myself. I'm a little embarrassed.
Joe is like so welcoming to it.
Yeah, he's like, "What'd you get?" I'm like, "Ugh."
But I only spent $2.
But I loved that all I saw was this. And he was looking really this. And I screamed when I saw him. I went, "Do you remember that, man?"
So, okay. So if you guys had a warning label, what would it say? Like each one of you had a warning label. What would it say?
Oh, what would you say mine is? Oh,
Warning, verbal diarrhea incoming. I think that's probably stick with that one.
Joe's would be warning, don't talk to me if I don't know you. He has one social interaction away from getting a face tattoo because he thinks that will stop people from talking to him in public that he doesn't know.
Tell them what happened today.
Today, a guy at Walmart just is walking by and you could tell it was just impulsivity. This guy, he goes, "Ooh, what did he say? You're looking good." He said, "What do you do to stay fit?" or something like that.
Yeah.
And Joe, of course, was just like, "Why? Why are people talking to me?" So it'd be like, "No talkie."
Not available for
Not available for combo.
Yeah.
And nobody would listen. Everybody would just bypass. Because you're such a
People
nice
don't
guy.
read signs anyway.
I don't.
We know.
I don't. I
Joe
don't read
does.
signs. I'm not
Joe
wasting my
does.
time.
I do. Yeah.
That's why I thought I could drive in Israel because I was like, I don't read signs anyway. They're all in Hebrew. Let's just raw dog this. And I just got in
I
the
think
car.
we're going east.
That's exactly it. I asked a guy, some Jewish kid, and he was like, "That way." I said, "Done."
Why has he got to be Jewish?
He was Jewish. And he goes, "That way." I said, "Okay." So I got in the car, drove that way, which now I know is east, right?
Uh-huh.
No, it was west. It was west. No,
It would be east.
it was east.
Yeah.
And see, so that's why he said east. And I said, "No, point." And he goes, "That way." I said, "Done." And I got in the car. And about 4 or 5 hours later, I arrived at the Sea of Galilee. You can go across the whole country of Israel and be almost, but it took me 5 hours to get to the Sea of Galilee.
But you saw it. Well, sort of.
Yeah, so I didn't read signs anyway. Signs, people would still talk to you.
What is the one thing you would never let Joe be in charge of?
Ooh, that is a hard one. I trust you with so many things.
Mhm.
Let's say this. What is something that it's better for you to be in charge of than Joe?
Reading the kids.
Yeah. Give you that one.
Yeah, I can read them pretty well.
Yeah.
And Joe is really good at listening to what I'm saying and then taking in that information and then applying it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say.
What about you, Joe?
Oh. No. Directions. That's the logistics and scheduling.
Oh.
Sometimes she's like, "We got to be here,"
Mhm.
and I'm like, "Okay." So I just get my stuff, get in the car, and then it's like, "Oh, we're 20 minutes late. I don't know where we're going," and I'm like, "I should have asked questions first." So I should have been involved in this planning.
To all of our podcasts, you know to ask questions and gather information.
Oh, I know. What happened yesterday that you were like, today. I was like, "Do we need to buy one of these
Canning.
can holders?" And she didn't answer me, and I kept moving.
Yeah.
So I didn't pick it up. We get home and she's like, "We should have bought one of those canning things." And I'm like, "I said that to you." And she's like, "I didn't hear you," or whatever. So
I didn't answer you. He goes, "Yeah, you didn't." I said, "So why didn't you ask me again?" Because I wasn't listening. He goes, "I don't know."
yeah,
He's like, I know better than that.
I know it was on me. That's on me.
That is on you.
This is a good example of knowing your person and being like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Auditory processing disorder and ADHD. So we've got to slow it down. Look me in the eyes.
Yeah.
Attend to it.
That is exactly it.
Right there."
Yeah. Because I will even answer questions and not know that I answered the question.
Mm-hmm.
So even if we're about to do something, I'm like, we have these 3 things we have to do. You tell me when I have to leave the other place so we can just get to the 3rd place.
Because she thinks she teleport from
Yeah.
A to B. So she doesn't put in the time that it takes to drive there.
It's true. He's like, not only do you have to include the driving, but what time of day it is. What's the weather? Joe has everything calculated in his head. I don't even want to know. Just tell me where to park. I told him early on in our marriage, if I'm driving, just tell me where to go. I'm not going to be offended. tell me where to park because you care and I don't.
Oh, she gets so mad when I would say, "Why'd you park here?"
I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. Why'd you make the bed that way? Why do you do the dishwasher in this way? Why do you mow the lawn that way? If you, I'm going to talk to everyone here.
do it. Do it now.
If you have something specific that you love how it looks or how it's done, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Do not expect somebody else to do it. Everybody, I'm pointing
Mhm.
because
Point.
you know who you are. Do it yourself.
I'm going to point just like Cunningham over here. Sophie Cunningham. But then that's what we decided to do early on in our marriage.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care where I park. You do.
Yeah.
So you tell me. If someone was sitting on our back seat, they'd be like, he's bossy. No, because I've told him early on, tell me what turns to make. He's like, how did you not think, like, before you leave the house, this is my route? I said, who does that? But this is the thing. Neurodivergent people are friends with neurodivergent people. None of my friends have ever done that. I've never heard of that until I got married.
You guys truly raw dog it. Like just
I am really good with directions, though, I have to say.
Do you think about where you're going before you get in
Yeah, I
the car?
actually do. I think about the time of day. I think like, is there going, I actually really do. When I come in and out of airports, like I think about, is this going to be during rush hour?
Yep, see solid.
You know,
That is solid.
Solid.
always.
I'm impressed.
Always. I mean, look, I'm not the person coming to pick me up.
But that's also you value traveling. That's a
I
big
do.
thing for you. So in order for you to continue to enjoy it, you kind of have to do that kind of stuff.
So I rely on people to help, to help me get to places. You guys come pick me up. My parents do.
Mhm.
If you're picking me up in Boston or Charlotte, like that's important to think about. Like you guys don't mind, my parents don't mind, but like I do think about that.
Mhm.
And if it's the only flight that I can get, I'll say, hey, don't come until you want to or till you can. I can keep myself busy. Because I know how frustrating it is,
Yeah, that's impressive. You may be my only friend. Thanks a lot.
I've always kind of thought about directions in that way. And also because I don't like to waste time, like, because chances are I'm running late anyway. So like, I need to look at like all of the options.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that about you, Meredith, though. I will say this. This podcast is about us, but I do love that because even when I went to New York City and I had to think about where I was going, if I was like leaving it, when I was with you, it was just like, I could be in the sewers and I have no idea. She's just telling me where to go. And I'm going to enjoy this.
Yes, it is true. A lot of people say they like traveling with me because of that. Like I never have to wonder.
Yeah. It's so
Now, if it comes to safety, I do think about that if I'm the one in charge. But
you have
that
to rely on
would
me.
that would be you
That would be
and
me.
Joe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the shortest way. You're correct, but it's the most dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this.
No, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. We're good at that together. Okay, so you mentioned weather, and I love this question, but this is for the two of you as a couple. Okay, so if your relationship was a weather pattern, what would it be?
You answer this. Yours, Mr. He knows the weather forecast for the next year and a half. So you go ahead.
But okay, I would say a peaceful snowy day, right? Yeah. No drama, quiet,
The first-
peaceful.
24 hours.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where it's quiet.
Yeah.
And crisp and clean and not dirty.
Yeah.
Well, they don't go that way. Joe's like, I didn't say that.
Staying out of this one.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, what else? Weather is either chaotic, which our relationship's not chaotic,
No.
or it's boring. It's not boring.
Certainly not.
So like peaceful, quiet, snowy day.
Yeah. Where you stay inside. We're both introverted.
Cozy. Yeah. But you can get outside and shovel a little bit.
Well, yeah.
You got to put in some work here and there.
Just like shovel and where's my axe? And I got to get the wood. Yeah. It's a beautiful sight when it's snowing and Joe's out there. It is.
It is. It is.
He loves it. The snow falls on his eyelashes. He's so happy. It's great.
You're both really at your happiest. And
Yes.
Yeah.
So
We are.
you do create a lot of happiness in general in this home. You guys you celebrate.
We do.
You know how to experience joy. You know when to be serious. You know how to joke with your kids. I think you use humor really well with the kids, actually, especially with Charlie. We're like, Charlie,
Yeah.
both of you.
He's a funny kid too, so it's hard not to. So
He is a funny kid.
He is.
He takes after his own mom.
He's probably smiling right now because you know he's listening to this podcast.
He's listening.
He's
So
nosy too.
No.
Goodness, he's nosy.
he wanted to be here so bad.
One of these days, we'll do a family. Shoot, I'll ask them questions what they think about you. Oh, remember when that happened?
I remember that did happen. A lot was revealed. I was just naked in front of everybody, the world.
It was good though. A lot of good things. It's interesting how they see you because there's not a whole lot of conflict in this household, but you guys don't always agree, which is great.
Uh-huh.
And
Right.
you know how to have that conversation. It was funny when you said that about your honeymoon and you traveled together for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about in a previous podcast about what it reveals of traveling with other people.
Mhm.
And Wendolyn's like, I don't know if I would we could travel.
He would have married me. He'd have been like, this girl.
Me.
Well, I guess both of us.
I had no problems. You didn't like my snoring.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I honestly laid in that RV and thought, how am I going to live like this?
That's like the first thing you told me.
It was the first thing I told you.
Yeah.
And that says a lot for somebody who's waiting to marriage to tick. And that was the first thing I
Oh, that was the second.
That's true. That is true. And it was like, oh.
No details, Joe. Don't worry. I don't know.
Yeah, the snoring was hard, but I think he's a planner. And I have gone into countries where I'm like, well, I'm here. Now when am I staying?
Like a musical.
I'm here. And I have stayed in some shady places. I mean, and I think I've said this before, in England, I stayed in a room with a guy who I slept halfway underneath his bed because he advertised, it was couch surfing. He said, I have room space. Well, yeah. You had this much room between your bed and the wall. He's like, well, you can sleep with me. I said, I don't think so.
I've heard this story so many times that it still shocks me.
Well, yeah. So
Yeah.
half of my body was outside of the bottom, like underneath his bed, and the rest was underneath his bed. And I just prayed if a cockroach gets on me, if anything. So that was a difficult one. Joe would have been like, heck to the no. We are moving to the Ritz. We're going to the Ritz, you know?
Speaking of roaches, yesterday when you guys were out doing yard work together,
Yeah. Mhm.
and Joe discovered one.
Yeah.
And he handled it so well. He's like, it's fine. It's okay. You know, threw it where you needed to. And you're like, nope, I need to know every single
All the details.
Every single detail.
All the
He
details.
did try to protect you, but you're like, that's not what I need.
I need to know everything.
I need to know every detail. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I need to know things like that. And
She knew. already.
I knew.
She just
already.
had to have me say it.
I had to hear him talk about the roach. I don't know what that is, but it's like I just had to hear about it so I could like digest it.
well, it is an anxiety thing.
Yeah.
You like to know the details. We all like to know the details. It makes us feel better, you know?
You know, Joe, we were
The fear
married how
between
many
us.
years before we moved into this house?
6, almost 6.
Okay. And we moved into this house and I was coming out of the shower and there was the biggest palmetto bug roach I'd ever seen. And somehow my naked body flung from the shower to on top of the vanity. Don't know how that happened because I got bad hips, but I got myself. And I had Joe, he ran in there. I threw a towel over it, ran in there, killed it, got rid of it. And he looked at me, he goes, I've never seen you like that before. He had never seen me.
Oh.
I knew she was scared of them. I didn't know to that extent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
And he was like, I mean this in the most loving way, but I think you need there. I would agree with you. And so I didn't use that bathroom for 3 months. And then, because I was terrified, but that was something he had not seen.
mhm.
He was like, I'd never seen your anxiety like that.
How do you work with that with Wendolyn? Because you know she has some great anxieties. And how do you work with that?
With anxiety in general or the
Just
cockroach
maybe
thing?
in Wendolyn has more anxieties than cockroaches. We
Yeah.
discussed this many times. So how is that for you as a spouse with her anxieties? Because some might say they're irrational, you know?
Well, he joins me sometimes.
Well, that might be part of it. She's made me a very anxious person too.
Children have made you angry.
Okay, all right, yeah. So
Me. Children. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I mean, dealing with it, I don't know that would view it as I deal with it. It's just, you know, something I deal with too. And I say we help each other out with it.
We talk each other down.
Yeah. Because, and I think a lot of times one of us is anxious and the other one isn't. And we can both see, even if we're a little anxious about it too, we see there more. So we're able to be like, okay, let's just calm down. You're good. We're good. And that's what it is.
Action. That's why I'm laughing.
So I don't view it as something like, oh, how do we manage this? How do I manage this? I think we just work together and trying to keep each other even keeled when we see we're spiraling about something.
Yeah,
So
we do. I think we would do really well with that. Is saying, okay, I'm not as anxious, so I kind of need to carry the load on this one.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you have a lot of like compassion, understanding of the other person that they are the way they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like Joe, when we went to the fireworks, I don't know if I would consider that as anxiety per se, but it's very uncomfortable for you to go to a place that you haven't been. You don't know what's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Safety stuff, like you are hyper vigilant about that, as we would love that, right? And you just didn't know the situation, but you knew that it needed to be done. Like this is something that was important. So like, you know, it was intense for you, and yet you still did it, right? And then afterwards, you're like, okay, you know, you were able to enjoy it.
I did. Oh, I absolutely
You got
did.
there.
Yeah.
You got there.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't very compassionate.
You weren't, but you got there.
I was like, Joe, I'm ready. He's like, I don't know where that is yet. I'm not there. I'm like, well, I'm just telling you. It's like, he's like, well, wait, because I'm not there. Like, and he wasn't rude, but he was very stern because he needed to be with me because I was trying to push him to understand something that he wasn't ready for. He's like, I'm working through like what's in front of me right now. You're way ahead of me. I need to like go through this first.
And I think I was coaching you a little bit through that. I was like, just say this. Just this is what you say this, and then you say this, and then we're going to say this. But it was good. I mean, it all worked out, and you guys,
humor helps too.
Oh, you guys!
I look at him, I'm like, "Are you still grumpy?" He's like, "I was not great." We're able to get through things pretty quick.
You do.
So I'm like, "You're a little grumpy,"
but you guys have that foundation where you can call each other out, and a lot of times it is in humor. You know,
yeah,
a lot of times, and that is vulnerability and safety.
Yeah,
you've got to use humor in your relationship. That's one of the reasons that relationships work.
Yeah, if you don't, it is because you don't feel safe, because humor is vulnerable. It's a very vulnerable place to be where you can let your guard down when you're laughing. Your face gets all contorted. You're not looking for trouble.
Yeah.
And so if you're not safe, you don't feel like you can have that type of humor.
And your humor isn't sarcastic, either one of you.
No.
It's not passive aggressive. You know how some of you out there, you know, you do use that, or your partner has that? How does that go?
Yeah. We don't make fun of each other.
No.
That is one thing we do not do. And, you know, but we know too, we talk about things that like, if we do have like that situation, I'm like, you still grumpy? He's like, no, you know.
Yeah, but you also call yourself out too. You're like, I need to calm down. Like I was a little too intense.
Yeah,
you know, like
I was a little bit of a brat. I'm like, just come here. He's like, I don't know where that is.
He doesn't. He's never said.
He didn't do his arms like that, but he's like, I don't know where that is.
Can you imagine, Joe? Like,
yeah,
I don't know where that
is.
Okay, so this question actually probably goes a little bit with this what we're talking about. What is something that Wendolyn does that clearly is not normal?
Oh,
but it's a normal for you and your family.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Something she does that's not normal. I'm drawing blanks here.
That's okay. What about you for Joe?
That's not normal?
Yeah.
I mean, he's an old man. He likes old man things. I've never known a man. When I met him, I'm 7 years older than him. I'm a coug. And he was like talking about leaves and like the identifying trees with the leaves and, you know, things like that, where I was like, this man is an old person. He's old man. He's whittling things. Like that's what he loves is stuff like that. And I think that that's wonderfully bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah. That isn't normal for 30-something year. How old were you? 20?
Oh,
20?
when
He
we
was
met, I
25
was
when we got
28. Yeah, I was 24 when we met.
Yeah, no, that's
So
definitely not normal for a 24-year-old.
No.
I felt like it was.
I know, because that's your example.
He also wore like old man jeans.
I don't know.
You did.
Horse style.
I finally had to take him to American Eagle and was like, you need to not wear the jeans that I felt like they were pleated. I felt like they were like old man. And he was like, they're not
It
pleated.
was like $10 at Walmart. I'm gonna get these jeans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't care.
I care when they look like, honestly, I was like, they may not be pleated, but I feel like they are because of the wash, like the way that they're dyed. They're incredibly thick. They don't hang on you. They're just like
she remembers
starchy looking. Yeah.
Wow, that's had a
Yeah.
effect on
I did because we had arguments about this. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're fine. And then we went to American Eagle and found a jeans. He goes, I see what you're saying. I'm like, do you?
Because they had 2% spandex whole stretch.
Oh, yeah. He's never going back.
It's never gone back. Is that the first time you discovered the 2%?
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Guys,
Yes. Yes.
Joe, there's so many things that I really appreciate and love about you. And the 2% spandex is definitely
Yes.
top of the list.
He said he'll never go back. He's like, oh, they're 2% spandex. That's
2% minimum.
Because you're so particular now, too, about like what you wear and like everything.
Oh, yeah. So that to me, like, but, and that was such an old man thing. Like, I just like what I like. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it, you know? And then like, it's almost,
Apparently you're a lumberjack and a robot.
and then he put those 2% Spanish. I was like, this is nice. I'm like, yeah. He is teachable. That's the thing about Joe.
Yeah.
His spirit is very teachable. And I know you're thinking it's just genes, but we can be very rigid about things.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, he's particular about certain things, but has a teachable spirit.
Yeah. You and I talked about that for years. Wendolyn and I, we always talked about the qualities, and that was always the top of our list, the teachable. And people were like, teachable? But doesn't that sound controlling? Like, no, that's not what we mean. We want it for ourselves too. Like curiosity, know that we're for you, being willing to like have a conversation of what really is best for parenting, for, for your genes, for your comfort.
Yeah. It doesn't mean I get my way.
No.
Right.
No.
It's part of growth. I mean, you can't grow if you're not teachable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's part of that. All plays a role.
Yeah. And I think we would be very bored in our relationship if we had married somebody who wasn't teachable. Like,
well, I was thinking this when you were talking. It's like it comes with trust too, right? That the person is for you. That I'm not coming from a place of trying to control or think that I know what's best for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you are going to consider what I'm saying because you know that I'm for you,
right?
Yeah.
It's true. If you guys didn't appreciate your experiences or the wisdom that you have, right? Like, or learning from each other.
Yeah.
Neither one of you could be with someone where you're not learning from.
No.
Right.
You learn from each other so well. And then just watching you guys do these projects together all the time, like you were just doing the canning, which I have a video of and I'll be sharing with people. I just love that. Like you like to see the same things come to fruition.
Yeah.
And even if you're not interested in it, if either one of you asks to join, like sure. Or like you just celebrate it, that's something that's special. That's not couples doing projects together. It's big. I always talk about doing or joke about doing like couples Olympics. And I want couples to put an IKEA thing together or some sort of furniture, that you get in the mail. Have you guys ever had to do that?
When Joe and I were dating and he lived with his parents, I had bought a house and we both got dogs. So he had a dog. I had a dog who Chance loved him so much. We built a fence together and he knew how to do it. I didn't. So I just followed his lead. And I still think about that to this day. I talk about it often. That was one of my favorite times of us together building that fence. And we just did section by section. And it was really cool to see him lead that project, know what he was doing. And I would, even if I was just getting wood and watching him measure, I was just around doing the little things, really.
Mm.
But that was such a fun project for us. And the completion of it was really cool to see it all done, and our dogs playing in the backyard, because he would bring his dog over for me to take care of while he was at work. And it was just really cool to see that we built that. And even when we go by and see our first house, I always look for the fence. So I'm like, we built that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that as well. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what's a defining moment for you in your relationship together where you're like, oh, this is solid. Like, we do really work well together.
Yeah. So I would think the first thing that came to mind, which is weird because we'd already been married for 3 years when Charlie was born. But I think it was in that us, because it was so hard when Charlie was first born and he wasn't sleeping. He wasn't doing anything but crying and pooping and throwing up.
I'm so glad that was like the hardest time to raise Charlie, because really.
Yeah, because he's awesome since then.
Yeah.
That was tough. And I was like, we're never going to sleep again. We're never going to do anything again. And we were such a good team in that. And that's like a defining period. But I mean, even before we had kids, I knew we were like rock solid. I'm like, this is a relationship that is like something special and different. I don't, I can't think of any specific moment that I knew that, but I knew it beforehand too. But I think when we had kids, I was like, oh, we're a team.
Yeah.
We're solid. So
We're rocking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did too. It was amazing because, yeah, you were so sick too during that time, and just there's so many sensitivities.
Yeah.
And the level of anxiety and postpartum and all the stuff that comes in. And Joe, you were just there. You were like, okay, what do we got to do?
Yeah. Postpartum was weird because I had such anxiety postpartum, like weird anxiety. Like I'd sleep on the couch and Charlie would be in this little thing, bassinet thing that he would sleep in. Well, sleep. And I couldn't get to my bed to sleep because I felt like if I did, then a blanket would roll off the bed and onto his bassinet and smother him. Remember that?
Yeah.
And so I slept in the living room for months.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get it through my head. It was a block. And he just met me where I was.
Yeah.
He was just like, okay, if you need to sleep in the living room, then that's what you need to do. He didn't try to push me out of it. You didn't. You were just like, okay.
We did shifts watching him sleep.
Yeah.
So like I'd go to bed early and try to get like 5 hours, and then I'd wake up. She'd wake me up so she could go try to get a few hours before I had to go to work, and just sit in the living room and basically watch him in that bassinet.
Oh,
we were two very anxious parents.
Yeah, we both were. We both had that, and you were more so,
yes,
than me, but I wasn't too much better. So,
but you also took a lead too,
yeah.
right? But that's the thing in relationships. You have to sometimes take different roles and just follow the person that has that role.
Yeah.
Right. Like you can't be a leader in everything. You have to really trust your partner. And like, this is how we're going to travel. This is how we're going to handle the situation with Charlie. This is, this year we can't spend this much money on, on something. You both have roles that you do take, but you trust the other person.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now in Charlie's life, I've decreased and he's increased. And that I trust him with that.
Yeah. It's so refreshing just to talk to you guys about this because, as you know, I'm a couples therapist, and people don't always come to me because they're in the best relationships. Even though there are some, they want to make sure that we have a pulse of our relationship. We want to make it stronger. And I like all of them. I like whoever comes to me. And to hear you guys talk about it, it's just like, comes just back to that, like trust, not being judgmental, not having to have like the control or the power or be the one who's right all the time. I never really hear that with the two of you about like wanting to be right. You do, but you joke about it. Like, well, like Wendolyn has weird facts. So you're like, I don't know where that came from. And you're like, I'm just going to let her have it. Sometimes you have to correct it. You're like, I can't let her have that.
Yeah, a word. I'll say a word. And it's like, I don't think that's good.
I don't think that's what that means. Oh, and also correcting math. You do need to do that as well, Joe.
He has to. He has to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But there are those things that we know about our partners. It's just like, yeah, that's just not me.
Mhm.
That's fine. I'll let you have that.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's no ego with us. Like, we know what roles we're the strongest at and the weakest and we need help with. And our goal is to just be a good team.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no, oh, I have to be right about this, like with either of us. So I think that's a big thing with why we get along so well is we have common goals and we don't have egos in trying to accomplish those things. So
Yeah.
Well, also, we see ourselves as one.
Yeah.
So if he's not doing well, I'm not doing well.
Mhm.
So if I'm just dying to be right and him lose, right? Because if there's a winner and a loser,
Mhm.
then the loser, if he's losing, then I'm suffering because he's part of me.
Yeah.
So why do I want that? Why do I want to always be right? Why do I always want to be the one that wins? I don't like that mentality because if my husband isn't in a good place, I'm not because he's my partner.
Yeah.
We are one. We are joined as one. I don't see the benefit in me just getting my way.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know. Why live in partnership then, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's kind of like I ask couples that all the time. Why is this why did you choose this then?
Yeah.
If you want to keep doing things your way,
Mhm.
if you want to keep protecting yourself or like protecting your vulnerability or you're not working on this part of yourself, then why did you choose relationship?
Yeah. Mhm.
We're all searching for belonging,
Mhm.
right? It is a fundamental part of being a human. And that's part of the reason why many of us like to get married, to have a person. So we desire this, right? It's like belonging to someone, a group, all of this, and then building. But I think we look at belonging kind of in the as a goal rather than something that is supposed to bring you together, like working as a team, right? Like I'm not just showing up and then you do all the work and we're a group. Like you said, we're one
Mhm.
Yeah.
for the same goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
So you both can answer this for each other, but what is one thing about being married to the other person that is more fun now than when you first got married?
Can I just say everything?
I was gonna say
Because
that. Yes.
like, I mean, everything. I feel like every year is more richer in some way.
Yeah. I was
So,
thinking, well, I feel like traveling's better. I feel like everything's better
yeah.
because we become more, we mesh more.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. And I hate to be that couple of people are like, they're gross. But I mean, that's,
Well,
it is true. I think I enjoy everything more with him.
There's nothing that has decreased in
Yeah.
any way. There's nothing like, oh, this used to be fun and it's not fun anymore, right? There's nothing like that. So I think everything has just gotten better,
Yeah.
right? Life has been more enriching and everything in every aspect.
I agree. Even going through perimenopause, like I'm like a different person, I feel. And sometimes I don't feel as connected because emotional things, but I push myself in that direction
Mhm.
because I know the bond that we have.
Mhm.
So even if I don't feel like the same person, it's like I have that desire to stay connected.
Mhm.
So those things are still rich
Yeah.
and it's work to stay connected
Mhm.
in every way, conversationally, intimately, all the things that can change during perimenopause that I'm like, but the goal is to still have connection and to still have that person as my person.
Mhm.
You know, it's the same thing when I had kids. I had to learn to, like when I had Charlie, I had to relearn how to be a wife because I was like, I can't just look at my kid and be like, everything's for them. My husband is still a person who means the world to me. He is my person. And if we're not okay, my son eventually will not be okay.
Mhm.
So I had to relearn how to be a wife. I kind of feel that way now with perimenopause.
Mm.
I have to relearn that it may not come as natural to me, but to jump into that role of still considering my husband.
Yeah. Well, and even I think the challenge of that, things have changed. Something's different. It's not as easy. It's not as convenient. And you find reward in the challenge that, like, okay, this is something that we work through together. Right. And I think that makes things just deeper and more meaningful. Right. When you come across those challenges, then it just enriches everything. So even you ask, what's gotten better, even the way we handle stuff like this, that's gotten better, right?
It does, because the things usually you fight for are the things that are the richest, are the things that are like when you work hard for something.
Yeah.
If you just have the money all the time and we can just go buy a car, you're like, okay, all right, whatever. If you worked so hard
Yeah.
to be able to buy that car, the value of that is different.
Definitely.
And it's the same thing. It's like I'm fighting through perimenopause. I'm fighting through, being a new mom, whatever it was. It was like, so that became richer because it was a fight.
Mhm.
And what does Meredith say? They're like, it's hard. Meredith says, yeah, it is.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's harder, but it can be rich as well.
Yeah,
I mean-
it strengthens all the bonds.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you guys have made it look easy to have the relationship that you have. I don't necessarily someone could say that, right?
Mhm.
I think that you've looked at relationships as being simple in the way of you do this, you love your partner, you show up, you do things together, you talk with one another, you laugh with one another, you find things in common. Like, I don't know if you've thought through it like you're checking a list, but you both just have the same idea going into this relationship that like we really appreciate the other person. We want to make this work. So how do we make it work?
Yeah.
Right. So it's still, when they say relationships are work, this is kind of how I think of it. Not like it's supposed to be hard and we're like climbing a mountain backwards, like in the worst weather. It's work, love. What do we need in order to sustain and continue to grow?
Mhm.
And you guys do that. Like next year, I would like to do this. I would like to learn this thing, or I think we should do this. Like there's a lot of we's. There are a lot of collective pronouns in your world. I hear it all the time between the two of you.
Yeah.
But it is something you had to work at because you have to be common. Like you have to be like present,
Mhm.
right? Like you have to want the same things. And you guys, do you agree with that? Like what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that you have looked at it that way, where it's not like our relationship is hard, but we know that relationships can be hard if we don't do these things?
Yeah. I don't think, and I don't think I ever sit down and think like, oh, this is hard, and like don't specifically look at it like that. And I don't know if it's our faith too, where I think we both view it as we serve each other, we sacrifice for each other, and in that, there's going to be things that are hard, but you don't really look at the hard part. You look at the sacrifice or the serving. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but that's the thing. Like someone would look at it, it's really hard to do that. It's really, but and I hear it all the time. As one would say, like, that's really hard to do. And I'm like, yeah, it is hard.
Yeah.
And it's worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth. What's your alternative? Like it's hard. So the alternative is what?
Keep it the same.
Like I don't know that I understand the alternatives and stuff like that.
But
right?
that's why you guys are together, because, you choose the option that makes sense.
Right. And we see it as I'd rather maintain it than let it break and have to get it fixed and then maintain. Right. Where it's like if we just have this maintenance going where we're, making sure that we're there for each other, understanding each other, having communication, all of the things, it doesn't have to break because we're maintaining. And people don't look at maintenance. They're like, well, that's hard. Sure. So is getting up every morning to go to work. But you do it.
Yeah.
Right. And that there's a reward. You get paid.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm not saying that every relationship is going to be as easy, right? Where there are going to be ones that have to do more work than others. And that's because you come from different places. You have different overloads in your system when you were a child, or trauma, or you were raised in two different cultures, or even your home culture. Like
you guys were.
We were
raised in very
different. Oh yeah. I was saying,
cultures.
telling them, my kids, how my sister and I used to go to abandoned homes, like rundown homes. And like, I would meet homeless people in there. I'm like, there's a homeless man underneath the stairs. And I fell to the floor and I crawled through the window. Like in Greece, I remember crawling through the window of this like old abandoned house. And there was like teacher's books all over the floor around the toilet and garlic hanging. And my sister and I would roam these houses that like people used to live in. And we did this all the time. And I looked at Joe and I said, did you do that? He goes, honey, no, you know what we would do? He said, we would go to like new construction sites that they were building. I said, oh, you did the rich kid stuff. You did the rich kid version, and he was like, yeah, I think we did. I did the poor kid stuff. I was like, let's go to this abandoned house where the witches used to brew. Like, and Joe was like, they're building this new bathroom. I'm like, there's poo in the bathroom I just went in. So like,
And I'm not sure where it's from.
I'm not sure.
How long it's been.
We did. We came from very different homes.
Yeah.
But it's more important for us to nurture this home and the culture of our home than it is to live in the culture of our past.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's huge.
I love that you said that because you are creating your own family culture and you
Mhm.
have even before you had children, right? The two of you decided how you wanted it to look.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And how do we get family culture? Values and priorities,
Mhm.
right? How we spend our time, how we spend our money. And the two of you have definitely built that and you continue to build it.
Mhm.
You love traditions.
Mhm.
You guys love traditions and you love to celebrate. You have your rituals.
Yeah.
And I mean, the other day when I woke up and I came out here and there are candles, and all the lights are off and I was like, oh, what a lovely ritual.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And maybe go back to my Montessori days where we would do that. And
Mhm.
like I haven't seen anybody else do that.
Well, that's Jim's ritual. I don't do that because I'm too blind to be doing that.
But he's also old. I think you were born in the wrong time period.
He's also an old man. He pretends that he's living in a shack and he needs the candles lit in the morning to see it. Yeah, I'll wake up and if he has the candles lit and it's great. It's great. My first thought is I can't see anything because I'm old and I have my glasses. And finally, if we start talking about our day, because that's a huge part of our life together,
Yeah.
is we sit down in the morning, we have our coffee, we open our planner.
Mhm.
What does this week look like? What does today look like? Let's coordinate.
Mhm.
And so I let him have his 15 minutes, or if he's been awake a lot longer, then, but I'm like, can I turn on the lights? He's like, yeah, because I can't see a thing.
We know, Wendell. We know.
What?
You're also old.
I know. And I'm like, this man, he's like, haha, you can't see. I know.
Just move the candle closer.
No,
She won't do it.
I
still can't see. I still can't see anything. But he can because one, he eats about 20 carrots a day. Why don't you show him your hands, Joe? Show him your hands.
No,
Go ahead. Do a little bit like this. Orange hands.
no, they can't see that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if you can see it. Because this man eats about a bag of carrots a day. You went on a carrot detox
Yes.
recently.
12 days.
That's weird. That's one of the questions you had is what's something a little weird?
Yeah.
My husband eats about 20 carrots a day?
No.
That's why you're not going to go blind. I'm the one over here struggling. But but honestly, he was like, so I think I'm starting to turn orange. What do you mean, no? I literally have seen him bring in a bag of carrots and it's gone. The huge carrots, the huge ones. You've seen it.
They're this big. They just keep getting bigger.
They're bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, so that's something weird that he does for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We were watching The Quiet Place the other day, and my son and I. It's like a quiet movie, right? But not in our house.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Charlie and I finally looked at him. We were like, this is hilarious because all you hear is this crunching. Joe and his carrots. Mhm.
You're really missing him, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, he caved yesterday.
Yeah.
He went and got some carrots. He said, well, detox is over.
Everyone has their thing, and for Joe, it's carrots
Mhm.
right now.
Yeah.
But you have a thing. I mean, we all have our
What is my thing?
mugs.
Mugs. I do love my mugs, but I don't know. Do I do anything weird every day? I guess. I guess I'm just a weirdo. Just everything's weird, so there's nothing really to pick out. Maybe. I don't know. Am I weird or you weird? I just look weird. Oh, that's a perspective.
Well, because I'm struggling to think of what's weird that she does.
Or maybe you're used to me. That
That's-
might be it.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't think I'm that weird though.
No. I think
No.
I think what Bon would say is that you're so unique.
Well, I've heard that a lot growing up.
I did too. You're such an individual. Thank you. Thanks
Yes.
for saying all those things
All
to
those-
me. Yeah, I loved it. I'm like, yes, I know that I'm different.
But not when you ask
But-
your dad, do you think I'm pretty? He goes, well, you're unique. I'm like, well, that's all I wanted to hear.
That's a core memory. That's a core memory.
Core memory, standing in his office. He was a real estate appraiser. And I was like, do you think I'm pretty? He's like, well, I think you're unique. Well, there it is. My dad, he had this ability to be honest. What was it? What did we say about him?
Honest to a fault.
Honest to a
Yeah,
fault.
like his word, he was going to tell you the truth no matter what, even if it hurt your feelings.
Yeah, so don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't ask.
Oh, yeah.
He did it in a way though, like that he didn't want to hurt you though, right?
Yeah, I wasn't mean.
Yeah, no, it wasn't mean spirited. And he's like,
Exactly.
I don't want to say this, but they asked and I got to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Yeah. Mhm.
He can't.
He could not lie. He
Yeah.
felt so guilty. When he
Yeah.
asked my dad if he could have my hand in marriage, my dad was like, well, I guess I don't really know you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had dementia at the time too. So like,
Oh,
but the honesty was still there.
Yeah.
He was not about to lie about that.
oh gosh, I love that.
Hey, real quick before we jump back in. If you're enjoying today's conversation, we'd love for you to follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. And if your platform allows it, leaving a rating or review is one of the best ways you can support the podcast and help more people discover these conversations. And if someone came to mind while you're listening today, we'd love for you to share this episode with them. You never know when one conversation might help someone feel less alone. All right, let's jump back into today's conversation.
Okay, just so you guys know, right now we are waiting for. What are we waiting for? What's on the stove right now?
We're canning for the first time.
Yeah, Canyon Rotel.
Right, Rotel. What do you guys?
To make-
What do you have planned for it?
Chili.
Chili.
We are
Almost chili season.
Oh,
chili
I know.
season. Yeah, notice me. I'm burning up right now. I got a sweat stash. I got sweat back here, but I'm not about to take the flannel off. I'm not about to stop drinking coffee. I'm burning up because we are desperate for fall.
I know
We have
are.
seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah, until it breaks, but it's When does it break for you, Joe? Your seasonal affective disorder.
The first few days where it's cold to where like I could walk outside and I'm like, oh, there's chill in the air. So when it starts getting below 60.
Yeah, I was thinking like 58, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Those are the days. That's the perfect temp, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it colder too, but like, yeah, I'm 58. It's like,
That could be our weather too. Is a nice crisp fall day.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
just a good breeze. The leaves are coming down.
Mm-hmm.
It's relaxing. You feel the breeze on your face. That'd be our second one.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, where you're not just fighting to survive all day.
Yeah.
Dude,
You're fighting for your life in the summer.
Joe is fighting for his life in the sun.
it's brutal.
Yeah, you do all the things that you.
It's so
Yeah, but-
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We had a random morning the other day when I went to work at 5 a.m. It was 61 degrees. And I was like, oh, we're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was August.
That's so odd.
You know it wasn't going to stay, but we were getting close there.
Yeah.
Every other day, it's just like enduring. You're just enduring.
Yeah.
So,
Just waiting for that first
Yeah.
under 60 consistent. Yeah, we definitely are weather people, aren't we? Like and you guys also know what you like and what you don't like. And you appreciate that in the other person.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know what he likes and he doesn't like, but I don't know what he likes. Like, I'm not going to buy him a gift. Like, I'm going to let him pick it out. I know exactly because he's done the research. So I'm not just going to go buy him something random. I know a candle scent he likes, and so I'll do that in the fall.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I bought you the nut
Yeah. And he appreciated that. Yes. Mhm. Yeah. So it's little things like that.
You bought little things
Little
for
things.
him.
Little things. But don't go buying something like a jacket
No.
or shoes
No.
or an axe.
Don't do it.
God forbid. Don't buy an axe or a knife for
No,
him
or
or a watch
boots.
or work boots. anything that like he's done his research on, a sleeping bag, a tent, like anything that's like, I need quality and I've looked it up and these are the things that
Like, I'm going to be using it for the next 100 years.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's not a gift to Joe.
no.
Like, you got to give yourself those gifts.
Yes.
And he doesn't mind it. You don't mind it.
It is what it is.
No, he doesn't look for me to do that. That's not his love language.
Mhm.
No,
So it's
I
not like-
don't need gifts.
No.
What is it? What are your love languages?
Words of affirmation is a big one for both of us. When you say?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that to you when we first started dating. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's huge. We were walking down that road on Rivermont in Virginia.
Snowing,
Yes, it was
coffee. Yeah.
It was wet snow. It was slushy
Yep. Mhm.
with coffee mugs.
Yep.
We were talking about how much we loved coffee mugs.
Yeah.
And I said, is yours words of affirmation? You were like, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
A quality time, isn't it?
His is more quality time.
Not yours, but yours.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that a
Oh,
big
yeah,
thing
yeah,
for
yeah.
you? I mean, you're very intentional about time.
Yeah.
You're very intentional about spending time with your kids. You go on dates, you and Charlie go to the gym.
Mhm.
You schedule time to
Yeah.
be with your people.
Yeah.
Everyone, your
Yes.
parents, like your brother, your friend, like you plan that whole hockey game
Yeah.
or the guys at work. Like
Yeah.
time is very important to you, I think.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a big one for me.
That is
So,
a big one.
Yeah.
hmm And time, that's not a big thing for me. I forget that quality time is Layla's too.
Yeah.
And I have to like be intentional, like, wait, when she needs quality time.
Mm.
Because that's not me at all.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. It's so words of affirmation, what else? What's a secondary for you?
For me,
Yeah.
I
Would it be acts of service? I mean, you do a lot.
don't know. I don't really do that much.
In terms of what you give or what you need.
I guess how I receive would be words of affirmation.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I see it's like so I see like for you and like how you serve me and like our friendship is really like how much time you do take, but
Mhm.
also like what I learned from you. And I feel like that is part of service that you give
Mhm.
a lot of yourself and you will do things for me, like, I don't know, like the deodorant last time,
Yeah.
you made that for me or like the peptide stuff. I look at that as service. I just
Mhm.
look at like you're very willing to meet people where like their needs.
Yeah, I think I do that. I think being an introvert sometimes skews that a little bit for me.
Mhm.
I'm not out trying to serve people. It's
No.
just if someone means a lot to me or something, then I, find ways to serve them or whatever. But it's words of affirmation are big for me. Like Joe will say whenever he gets up, like if we're watching TV together, anytime he gets up, he goes, "Can I get you anything?" He does it even to you.
Yeah.
Now, the fact that he asks me that means more to me than when he does it for me.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because just verbalizing
Consideration.
that is considering me, right? And
Always.
so, does it mean a lot to me that he goes and actually does it and brings? If I ask him for something, yes, but the asking is huge for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think you guys balance it out with each other too. Like you use all of them. We all have to use every love language, in some capacity. But there is one that speaks to us more and we give more to others. What would you say mine is?
I feel like acts of service you show and buying gifts you show.
Uh,
And the way you receive, I think service is a big one for you.
mhm.
Words mean a lot to you too. Like you'll
Yeah.
hear, you take what people say and you'll forget sometimes, but
I
what you
forget
don't
most of the
forget.
time. Yeah.
Words in the moment, they mean a lot to you.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah.
Encouragement is a big thing for you. When people are
Mhm.
encouraging and you don't feel like it's fluff. You feel like they're really looking at
Yeah.
specifics.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Well, okay. So I have some these are kind of like silly, funny ones. Like we'll see how they come out. But Joe, what are 5 reasons Wendolyn is unfit to go to war?
Oh, go ahead. Hips should be number one.
Hips. She's blind. She's got zero sense of direction. She's so lost.
True. So true.
She can't stay quiet. Any little thing, she screams.
Yeah,
So-
scream. It's not the talking, it's the scream.
Right, yeah, no, not talking.
Mhm.
It's like a little bump in the night and she screams.
Absolutely.
She give away our
Exactly.
position totally.
Yes.
Um
Mhm.
yeah, she couldn't run very far. I guess maybe
No.
that's the hips.
No. No. No.
Yeah, right.
No. I cannot. Go ahead.
That's 5. I got 5, but it's like the zombie apocalypse where she's like, you just have to leave me.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I tell him. I'm like,
that's
if
yeah.
zombie apocalypse happens,
So-
to put one in my head because I
Same.
cannot.
Same thing for war.
Sorry. Don't.
Take me. Take me home. Take me.
I'm like, I will only bring you down. Yeah. Mhm.
So Wendolyn, for Joe, this is one I came up with. Okay. Give me 5 reasons Joe would be unfit to live in an HOA community.
Okay. This is the thing about Joe. I'm trying to think of 5 reasons, but this is the thing about Joe. He would get pissed about things. I don't know if I can come up with 5 reasons, but I have to explain this. Why? He would get pissed about things, like little things. He'd be like, I should be able to do this if I want.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a side of Joe that goes, I appreciate the fact that my neighbor's not a hoarder. Because everywhere we've lived, the neighbor's a hoarder.
Yeah.
And there are things I think he appreciates. Again, the rich kid versus the poor kid growing up. He's used to HOA. He's like, yeah, there's negatives, but he doesn't want to live in an HOA.
No, I know.
He doesn't.
I would not.
But I feel like there are things that he would flourish. He'd be like, you know, as much as I'm one that says, government, everyone else leave me alone. He's also the one to be like, I'm glad my neighbor, you know, doesn't have 5 beat up cars and that's us. But then,
What about this? Give me 5 reasons Joe would be unfit to go on a kindergarten field trip.
Oh, okay. Let's do these. This I can do. This I can do. Oh, I don't know. Can I word this in ways? One, he looks angry a lot of the times. Sometimes like, could you smile? Like that time I was at church and I was like, why didn't you smile? Because I was smiling. I'm like, that's a smile? I'm like, are you kidding? One, he would look angry. 2, he would see the kids that were obnoxious, and I'll put it that way. He'd be like, don't like this kid.
You're on your own, kid.
On your own.
On your own.
You want to go off to that exhibit by yourself? Do it. See if you can get back.
True, but not true. Because the thing is, Joe, if you have a job to do,
See, I think I would be an excellent what are those people called?
Chaperones.
Chaperone.
you would.
Yeah.
You would.
He would be. He would be.
You know that all those kids are getting in and getting out.
Oh,
You know, in the highest capacity of like
Yeah.
how they went in, they'll be better when they come out.
they will have learned a couple things. They're like, Mr. Joe said that I'm to treat women correctly.
And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to learn.
Mr. Joe said that knives are good and that I should get one and whittle something at 5 years old. Mr. Joe said, screw the government.
Do whatever you want. You do HOS.
Yeah.
So, and one of my very favorite things about the two of you is how you love your trash.
We do love trash.
I love how you guys know how to work hard
Mhm.
and you know how to prioritize your kids and each other. You have your responsibilities at home, you do them, and then you look forward to the trash in the cave, like just hanging out with one another.
Mhm.
And I get to enjoy that with you guys when I'm here, and I love it because I don't do it
Yeah.
any other time. Like I don't.
We love the trash because of the drama, because we live in a drama-free home.
Right.
Should we say we're talking about trash TV?
Yeah.
Because I thought you were
Ordering.
trash at first.
Yeah, yeah.
No, not trash.
Trash,
Yeah.
which is their reality TV.
Reality.
Reality TV, trash.
So, Joe,
Mhm.
which one do you really look forward to watching?
Ooh.
think there might be many, but like the one you're like, is this is a new episode out?
I know which one for you, but you go ahead.
I'm curious because I feel like it just depends on the season. So what is
So
it?
just say it. No, say no.
You say yours.
Go ahead. Depends on the season. Like for example.
Probably Summer House.
Oh, he does like him some
I like
stuff.
some Summer House.
Okay.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Well, Winter House.
Winter House, Summer
Summer
House.
House.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of those.
You like those.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's great that you said that, but I think that there's two that Joe and I get a little tickle when we know that there's new episodes. Southern Charm,
Okay, yeah, I like that one
Mhm.
too.
and then Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What relation? So because it's so outrageous, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes. What relationships on any of those you're talking about just like shock you? That like it's I mean, because I know there's so many, but like when you're like, how does this work? Or like, what is going on here? I mean, I know
Mhm.
Shep. We talk about Shep
Shep.
quite what's going on with him?
I mean,
What's your take? What's your take, Joe, on Shep?
I don't know if you didn't say
No,
it.
not,
Say it.
no, I can't publicly say some of the things that I say or think. We watch these shows.
What you say in the cave?
Stays in the cave.
Talk. It's cave.
Yeah.
Mhm. The cave is where we watch our shows.
I think one of the things is that it's just like oftentimes, Joe, you're like, wait, what did they just say? Is that for real? You're like,
Mhm.
I think that you are just shocked quite often
Yeah.
that this is how people are.
Yeah.
Like Wendolyn and I, because of our work,
Mhm.
I don't think much really shocks us. I think it fuels us and we're like infuriated by
Yeah.
the fact that someone is like this because we're like, oh my gosh, toxicity, all of that.
Mhm.
But I think that human behavior, you get more shocked by that.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
He gets annoyed if men are not being men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if women want to be treated a certain way, but don't also give that back.
Mhm.
That annoys Joe. It's like an injustice. It's like you want to be treated a certain way, but you refuse to also be someone who can be treated that way.
Mhm.
Like you have to like respect women, right? Be respectful as a man, but also are you someone that are appreciating the way that someone is treating you with respect and kindness? Like,
Mhm.
is that something that person can trust with you?
Yeah.
And that's a big thing with Joe. And if Joe's always like, if men don't step up,
Mhm.
that annoys Joe.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, stop. Just be a man.
Yeah.
And do the right thing.
Yeah.
Stop being a little
Yeah.
yacht, you know? That annoys Joe.
Mhm.
Seeing just weak men in the way that they approach relationships, approach life, approach friendships, you know, and that's a big thing for Joe.
So Shep would be a weak man.
Mm. I really want to take. I really want to take.
I don't want to.
He doesn't want a comment from Chef like I got from Donnie Blum.
What's your take on Craig?
I don't want to have any takes on anybody.
We do love some Craigie.
I know you do.
We do love Craigie. Is he a little crazy sometimes? Yes.
I think anybody has to be a little Craig.
You do.
To be
to
right.
want to live that life. Yeah.
But this is the thing. Joe would be really good friends with Austin and Craig because he's just like.
Oh yeah.
So here's a question I have for you as a
Okay.
blue collar guy.
Okay.
Who's your work wife?
This guy named Steve.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was expecting someone else.
You were expecting who? Bonnie?
Yeah, I was expecting Bonnie, which Bonnie are two men put together.
Yeah.
It's Lonnie and Butters.
Yeah.
Steve.
So Butters and Lonnie are probably my two best friends.
Okay.
But we only work one shift together.
Okay.
Steve is my other buddy who we work together most days.
Okay.
So that would be the work wife.
Yeah.
You must really. Do you respect Steve though? Like,
Oh, I like Steve a lot. Yeah.
yeah,
I think him and I are very like-minded.
you are very involved in the podcast. Obviously, you're here, but you listen to each podcast and you give us feedback and like you ask questions and you're very involved in each other's work lives. Where it's like there are people like there are authors who write books and their spouse never reads it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the two of you could never even fathom that. You're like, I'm jumping in. I mean, look,
Right,
you're
yeah.
here, you know, like, and it's a really good example for, this is a really great example of just how to communicate with your spouse in the questions that I've asked today. use these with the people that you think that you know really well, because you probably do. But like, again, creating this curiosity, it can be validation. Like, wow, yeah, that was a really good time for us, or I forgot that, or bring yourself back to your roots sometimes. That's what you need to do. Like this, I hope you guys enjoy this today. I mean, I always love asking these questions. Even if we weren't doing this, I think I'd probably ask you these questions sometimes.
Yeah.
And I always catch Joe off guard because like I didn't have time to
No
think of any
answer.
of these.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe, I have to say, one of the things I always appreciate about you is that you do know that I like to have conversations and I ask these questions. And over time, you've just been so gracious about answering them. But you've gotten like more involved with it. Like just, I could cry because it's just not normal.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the not normal.
He's exceptional.
And I appreciate knowing that you invite me into your home and like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm part of your family.
Mm-hmm.
And just this example that I get to see, I think you guys got a little bit of a piece of it now, but I hope that you get to see this in your lives too. And if you don't, figure out a way to create this because it's so important to have something sustaining like this in your life. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I have, as much as you two have. And there'll be more to come. There'll be more to come, but I won't be involved in this. You guys won't be on the other. I won't be on the other side ever. No. All right. We'll see you next week.
Thanks so much for spending time with us. We hope today's conversation gave you something to think about, something practical to try, or maybe just the reminder that you're not alone in what you're walking through. If you enjoyed today's episode and want to support the podcast, one of the best ways you can help is by following or subscribing wherever you listen. And if your podcast platform allows it, leaving a rating or a review really does help more people discover these conversations. If someone came to mind while you were listening, we'd love for you to share this episode with them. You never know how one conversation can make someone feel seen. Remember, you don't have to change everything today. Just focus on the next 1%. We'll see you next time.